all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and I am back here with War on the Sea and our Pacific Campaign mod playthrough. So, the last episode, I think, is my longest episode of this Let's Play. And I was completely shocked when I stopped the video and realized, holy crap, that episode was that long? That particular episode, I didn't feel like it was that long. There's some episodes I know are going long, and then there's some episodes like the last one where I just didn't even realize it went that long. Time evidently flew in the last episode. So, what were some things that happened? We had various fleets, we had an invasion fleet that came through the channel here and made a run on Milne. We sunk the merchants, 3 merchants out of it, and managed to kill one of the destroyers. However, the capital ship, the heavy cruiser, Tone class, it got away. There was a fleet before it that kind of probed. We went in. We managed to, I think, sink a particular destroyer out of the group, and maybe did some damage to its capital ship, but it went away as well. So we had an episode where we lost a lot of planes. Right now, Milne is down to 1 bow fighter. So we took a fair amount of plane casualties to not get a lot of warships sinking. I think there were 2 destroyers other than the merchants out of those 2 fleets that were sent down. So it was rather poor results, but it was a little frustrating. We had a lot of near opportunities that turned out to be near misses, like level bombing the Tone, and every single bomb was just off to the side of her, like just that close. I mean, a couple millimeters over to the left and the Tone would have been sinking, type thing. But anyway, that's how last episode went, and evidently it went by, well, quickly in my mind, because I didn't feel that episode was as long as it actually was. Now then, we did put to sea the Task Force Exeter. Task Force Exeter is coming over here to hook up with the other elements of the Australian and British forces, and she's going to help bombard targets like Ambon, Kandari, Surabaya, etc. So that's what she's doing, and she's off to the races. USNS fleets are still trying to deal with the fallout of Tarawa. They will soon start to ship back to Port Moresby, and they need to start getting that done because our Aussie and British forces are starting to actually, well, mobilize and start to do their thing. So we need a supply dump in Port Moresby sooner than later. Both of our submarines have utilized all of their torpedoes and are heading back to get new fish. So they're going to be out of position for a period of time. Carrier has recently rearmed her planes, and she's heading back into theater. Task Force Pensacola, where is it? Here. Yeah, Task Force Pensacola is still heading back to rearm, and that should pretty much cover where we're at. So let's go ahead and start the clock. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're of course going to have to deal with this Sunderland. Those other Sunderlands we're just going to let sit around until they run out of endurance. and repeat that. Now we're going to have even a larger area to try to keep track of. So we're going to, oftentimes I feel we're going to miss things. Because this doesn't always happen where the clock actually stops at all times you want it to stop. Food. How do we deal with that food? I guess we could go the torpedo route. I don't think we've been very successful the torpedo route on these guys. I think we've attempted it before and things have gone wrong. Maybe it would just be easier but very slow to drop bombs. Torpedoes are just faster. Bombs are probably more effective but slower to set up. And I don't want to slow down the pace of the game for food. Do we have... I don't think we have air cover up over... Launch aircraft. There's a reason you're over here. Over Invasion Force Australia, please. And Darwin, what is your course? Want you to loiter here a bit. Not get too close. It has no airfield, so I just don't want. There's the opportunity. I don't know why I'm being this careful. Actually, I don't really need to be. Well, good practice, I guess. Beaufort's to tactical. Form up. Why am I forming up into one large box? I'm not sure. Target 2. Attack. Attack. Alright, 1 through 5. We lost one. Fish away. Warm up, get fast, get low. Warm up, get fast, get low. Alright, that one's gonna sink. That one will sink, but we lost 2 Beauforts. So, the food, well, it bit back. There goes one. you not dead yet? Thank you. Alright. Food is down. RTV. Is this fleet near enough? No. USNS fleet. There we go. Right, all cargo unloaded. Back to Midway. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to look at. 321 fuel. It's not really enough spare fuel, to be honest. Gonna wait a little longer. I think this next fleet is actually coming in with troops and no fuel. Yeah, troops and supplies, right? Yep. got nighttime. And Invasion Force Australia will unload all the cargo. How is this fight looking? Looks to be well on our side, even with the crappy supply to troop ratio. Well, damn it. That's better. Okay, Darwin. Small hitch. Something like that. Keep you nearby. Start the clock. Pensacola will be arriving back next. About now. Alright, the big guns of Task Force Pensacola are rearmed. Now, what are we doing with them? Interesting question. Pohnpei? I think so. Actually, no, that's a... Alright, that's what we're going to do. And... you're going to run this box here. Fresh food. Go forwards with torpedoes again. You know, we got 30 command points. I'm going to spend them. We've currently got a surface action group, an invasion force, and a carrier task force for both the American and the Allies. I think we can start to get a little more liberal on our spending on Gato-class submarines. Alright, Finback, you can be next. Done. Get down here and replace Flying Fish's position. Maybe we can rotate between Flying Fish and the Finback. Maybe the one will eat food as quickly as the other, and we'll have one going back for ammo constantly, while the other one's on station. It's a thought. We'll find out if it works. I noticed our food is heading towards Raval. Well, that's just wonderful. That's just what we wanted to see was... And this is where the ships are, I bet, too. Warm up in a Fox, get fast. Oh, hell no. Goodbye. this food gets away. RTB. We'll let the food go. The Japanese ran us off. We have a fleet on station here. Unload all the cargo. You know, while I'm thinking about it, I want to look at something. I can do it from here. Ships. Was it Brits, I think? British merchants? Yeah, one of the commenters said that these Camerons in their stats is 2,000 supply and they're capable of 17.5 knots, which is good, decent speed. 2,000 supply is very nice. I could see a refit happening on Invasion Force Australia, basically pulling out these two C3s, replacing them with the Camerons. That would allow for 4,000 supplies. Actually, no. The Australia is going to be getting dispatched, which means we could fit 3 Camerons in here in the place of the Australia. That would be 4,000 supply. No, 2, 4, 6, 6,000 supply. I can't do math. Which would certainly change the supply to troop ratio on this group. So that would be 30 command points I just spent to get this functioning the way I would want it. Okay. Am I actually going to want to dispatch those Camerons solo by themselves, 3 of them, to rendezvous with this group? Well, we've got a pretty safe shipping lane. Yeah. We might end up doing that. Might end up doing that. Okay. Where's this at? Holy crap! Where is this at, I say? Interesting. There's a carrier out here. Well, let's take a look. I mean, we don't have anything to send over here. We could try to send this fin back over there, but by the time it got there, would this fleet still even be in the area? Hard to say. But we'll take a look at it at least. We'll see what's actually down there. Huh. Some interesting groups the Japanese have been running with their carriers. I actually kind of approve of some of these new layouts that they've been doing. Usually I've been seeing, what is it, 4 destroyers and a carrier, and I approve of that. I think that's a fairly effective way to run a carrier task force, but I think this one is my favorite yet. 1 light cruiser and 4 destroyers seems pretty much like the perfect escort to me. Yeah, the mod has done a good job of not weighing these carriers down with escorts they don't really need. Anyway, that's what's here. We've looked, we've saw, now we leave. Alright, USNS Fleet 3. Manage cargo. Engineering. Engineering. Supply. Fuel. Supply. Troops. Sure. Of course, this is going to finally be the last run to Tarawa, I believe. How's the battle at Leh going? It's going. What is the invasion force? Macaulay's. We're gonna load up troops. Troops. So that is 2,500 troops. This is supply. Supply. Right, where is this invasion going? Are we going to reinforce Leh? Got an urge to send them to Wake for some reason. I think I should reinforce Leh. The Leh battle is still ongoing. We could conserve some troop losses if we give them a fresh contingent, which might save supply and troops in the long run. Alright, sure, that works for me. Okay, so down here, down and around, along the bottom, skirt up into Leh. That's 127 hours. Are we gonna have the ability to put air cover over them? CTF Darwin is coming back into position. Is Darwin gonna be able to do it though? Yeah, she did it last time, right? She took down all 60 aircraft from her goal. She did. Alright, Darwin, we're putting a lot on your shoulders here. Let's get a walrus up. Food. Three bow fighters might be able to handle food. Let's go for it. No, not torpedoes. Bombs. There we go. So I always target 2 because 2 is the oiler, and the oiler is always armed. It either has a gun forward and aft, or it has a gun on its aft. Where the lead ship could be more dangerous if it's the vanilla ship. Oftentimes isn't more dangerous. There's a very few of these modded supply ships that are unarmed. Most of them have fake armament, and by fake I mean they have magic armament, guns that just shoot out from the hull without having a gun represented. Up, drop down. She's gone. Space these guys out a little bit. That looked like the vanilla ship. It's not though. See what I'm talking about? Magic guns. They could have put a gun here. They could have put a gun here, but they didn't. It just magically shoots out from the bridge. Alright, both down. We're out of here. Hello. What do we have here? Food. Interesting. Huh. Enterprise. Launch aircraft. Avengers. Tiny Tim. The hell's Tiny Tim? Alright, well, it's got 6 rockets and a Tiny Tim? I don't even know what that is. But I'm curious. What's Tiny Tim? Let's go for it. Nowhere. Gonna pay attention here because I'm curious what the hell that is. I guess we'll find out when we get into the battle. Which way are you? It looks like you're heading. It's a better flight path. Right, too tactical. Let's warm up in a box. No, a tight box. What is Tiny Tim? I mean, I don't even see the rockets. Are they in there? Alright, well, whatever it is, isn't modeled on the exterior of the Avengers. Let's go 1 through 8, form up. 9 through 16, form up. 9 through 16, target 1, attack. And 1 through 8, target 2, attack. What the hell is Tiny Tim? I suppose we're gonna find out. I'm thinking it's like a larger rocket. Oh, is that the vanilla ship? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, we might take some Avenger casualties here. What the hell? Exactly what in the flock is going on right now? Literally strafing with gunfire. Where are my rockets? What's going on? What? Break formation. Break formation. Climb. Please climb. Break formation. Please climb. They were all trying to fly into the fucking water again. Ed, what happened to my rockets, by the way? Okay. Everybody form up. I don't want to lose Avengers to food. I really don't. They're too important of a craft to lose to food. We've already lost 2. And I'm a little bit annoyed about this. Where is my armament? I know I select the Tiny Tim loadout. Where's the rockets? Will these guys burn to death? It's possible. We'll go back and watch from a distance, but I'm not strafing. There was an explosion on one of them. Another explosion. Okay, one of them's gone down. Moderate, huh? It's the oiler, that's the one that's lighter armed. Are we gonna end up strafing it? Probably shouldn't. Well, if we do, warm up line ahead. Oh, thank you. Critical, critical. And down she goes. Payload, Tiny Tim and 6. Well, whatever that is broken. Never taking that load out again, seeing as it doesn't actually end up showing up in the match. Weird. Although I'm curious what Tiny Tim is supposed to be. Give me one quick second. Let's utilize this thing called Google. Tiny Tim, World War II, I'm gonna guess rocket? Yeah, indeed. Tiny Tim was an American air-to-ground rocket used near the end of the Second World War. It was built in response to the United States Navy requirement for an anti-ship rocket capable of hitting ships from outside of their anti-aircraft range with a payload capable of sinking heavy shipping. The Tiny Tim was manufactured using 11.75-inch 298mm pipe, which was chosen because it was already being manufactured used in oil fields. 11.75-inch pipe was acquired for the prototype. Also, the 11.75-inch size was of interest in the development of rockets because there was already a 500-pound semi-armored piercing bomb that was adapted for use as a warhead for the rocket. One of the rocket project scientists commented on the shortage of the piping. We were reduced for a time to the expedient of salvaging oil well casings from abandoned oil wells. Alright, so there you go. It's a real thing. An anti-ship rocket from World War II. That, well, didn't seem to exist in that particular run. Sad. Sounded like it would have been fun. Alright, we sunk some food, sadly at the cost of 2 very important planes. Actually, they're not as important these days as most of the battleships have been sunk, so I guess I should take that into consideration. Avengers are kind of your anti-heavy armor plane for your carrier groups, but when the enemy has lost nearly all of her battleships already, I guess they're of less importance. But The enemy still has a Yamato sailing around, I believe. Actually, what does the enemy have? Sorry, I'm delaying the episode to check this out. You guys might be interested in this. I'm interested in it, so I want to know. Not merchants. We want to go with battleships. Congos are all dead. Fusos are gone. Ices are gone. Nagatos are gone. Yamatos. The Musashi still lives. And then there's this Heisen class that I don't know if it has a time restriction or not. I would hope it does, but if it doesn't, well, it still exists. So technically, they still have 3 battleships. In my mind, they have 1 because these are imaginary. But I guess we're going to end up having to deal with the imaginary when the imaginary rears its ugly head. The imaginary is going to say, "So I'm imaginary to you, huh?" As it laughs at me and requires all of my aircraft to sink it. Alright, we got 5 in the morning. No, we'll go one more day. I feel like we're not quite up to our usual. So one more day it is. Darwin, are you moving? You're not. Alright, I don't think you have to worry about escorting much anymore. Just get your butt over here, because we're going to actually need you for the purposes of flying cap over, well, not over Task Force Exeter, over Amphib Group 1, which you'll certainly beat here. Okay. Let's go center of top of screen. Yeah, I like that better. Did I just mess you up? I took away your course, didn't I? Damn it. 18 Wildcats from Enterprise. Flying cap over Task Force Pensacola. You guys know the drill. You've done this before. Sunderlands have found more food. Milne Bay is in slightly better capacity to deal with food. Ignore. Oh, really? Screwing with my food. Yep. Food now gets a cooldown. You're around here. You've got to be around here somewhere. Go to tactical. Sometimes I really hate this cooldown mechanic. pulled the boat fighters in way over there. And the ships are here? Oh, you gotta be. Game is really fucking with me right now. Alright, Sunderland. Climb, go. Escape. That way. Bow fighters. You know you're not gonna make it, but we're gonna try. Go as fast as possible. And get back. No, they're not leaving the engagement zone. They really aren't. They simply didn't spawn anywhere near being in it. Come on, hurry up. You can make it. Screw you, game. Screw you. Just fuck you, game. Right, well, we're not gonna get this food today because of stupid cooldowns and bizarre frickin'... Sorry, guys. Piss me off. Hold on. Hold the presses. What the... My fault. My fault. Definitely my fault. Get your butts back over here. Although, the timing might be good for us. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I saw planes flying this way. I keep an eye on that. While I'm attempting to watch the Pensacola making her charge. Come on, Wildcats, get there. It's that time of day to ground aircraft. Timing seems to be good here. Task Force Pensacola, the shore bombardment experts at this point. Have completely decimated that airfield. It is gone. Out of here. Gone for dear. Yeah, nobody knows what that means. It's up. It's back. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Gone for dear. Anyone understands that reference? Obviously, it's baseball. But it's probably a baseball reference before most of your times. Back in a lineup that consisted of, let's see, who? Ruben Sierra, Glenn Braggs, Robin Yount, Dale Swaim, Paul Molitor, Rob Deere, who is who I was referring to. He batted cleanup. He batted in the 4 position. Molitor batted 3. Dale Swaim, I think, was 2. Robin Yount was leadoff at 1. Then in the 9th position, I remember, was B.J. Surhoff, the catcher. And you had Braggs and Cooper and Cecil Fielder and who else? Anyway, if you guys know what I'm talking about here, leave that comment down there in the section. But I'm sure it's, well, probably older than most of my viewers, especially according to the analytics. So you might be absolutely clueless. The only name you may recognize is Paul Molitor, and that might clue you in to the wrong team, even. But anyway. Let's go ahead and start the clock. Task Force Pensacola is heading out after another job well done. Oh, speaking of which, we have a rendezvous that needs to be made here. Split group. The Australia. Your course goes there. Task Force. No. God. Whatever. We get to look at the Task Force at night. There she is, sailing in the evening. Isn't she pretty? That's the Exeter. Behind her, Crown Colony class, I think. And then a destroyer. There, you get some eye candy. And that's not where I was. I was here. Okay. Australia is heading right there. Task Force Exeter is heading there. Invasion Force Australia. What does your convoy look like now? I don't think I like it. I definitely don't like that. Nope. Yeah, I could see this. 8 and 9, Vampire and Vendetta. Okay, 1, the Adelaide. 3 and 2 are the type. The Centaurs are at 4, 5, 6, and 7. 6 and 7. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Alright, so those guys are going to rendezvous. Not quite back. Nearly. And Flying Fish is almost back for Torps. But then again, does Midway even have... Midway doesn't have... No, they might. I think it's just supplies and engineering needed to reload, to rearm. I don't think fuel's needed unless it's an airplane. Flying Fish might be able to rearm. But we'll find that out in the next episode. So in this episode, we just sank a little bit of food. Not a lot of food. We should have had more food than we did, but we had a couple of errant mishaps with our food. What was today's results? I'm gonna say these 4. Yeah, I think that's right. But 4 is better than nothing. That now brings us up to 118 total ships sunk. I am curious about something. When you read through this, it says something about... Where are we? Rules? Where was it? Hostile. I find it interesting that they list Germany in here. Are we gonna at some point see German ships rear their ugly heads? I mean, that would be cool. Not really historical. I don't. There might have been a couple of German ships floating around the Pacific Theater at some point, because I think Germany did have some sort of colony over here somewhere. That might have been more World War I. I don't know if Germany would have still had it come World War II. But yeah, it might be possible that for some strange reason a German ship entered the Pacific. But I don't care about historical accuracy. I care about fun. So if they wanted to throw a few German ships into the fold over here in the Pacific, that would be pretty funny. To go cruising along and next thing you know you stumble across the Bismarck. Yeah, man, that would be cool. Anyway, maybe that's what the modders have intended when they wrote that. Maybe they do intend to throw some German ships in here eventually, but they haven't gotten there. That's certainly possible. What is it I'm looking for? Why did I come to this? Because I wanted to... well, this is interesting, but not exactly. Oh, there's a nice layout of what's where and why. Although, wouldn't it make more sense to list these in more of a my side and their side type layout? Or a filter ability to filter them? Yeah, I don't know where it is, but there was a comment written here somewhere in this stuff about if you sink 200 ships, that will open up the shipping lanes. If you're one of the modders, what does that mean? What does it mean shipping is going to become open? Oh, here it is. Sea lanes are open at 200 ships sunk. What does that mean? I mean, aren't the sea lanes open now? Does that mean that... I don't understand. I have no... Are like neutral ships going to start sailing around after 200 ships are sunk? Is that what that means? I mean, I'm completely confused as to what that means. So if you're one of the modders and you have experience with this mod and you know what that means, could you leave a comment saying, yeah, that means this? But reading it, it's like, okay, the shipping lane is going to become open. They're not already? Japanese aren't attempting to ship stuff? I mean, the food I'm eating is unescorted merchant ships. To me, a shipping lane being open means that merchants are able to sail unescorted. That's what I equate shipping lane open to mean. They don't require an escort, and there's plenty of merchants sailing around without escort right now, as that's been the majority of ships I've sunk in this campaign. So, yeah. What does that mean? Anyway, I am James Johnson. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. Smash that like button. All of that jazz. And until next time, all, peace.